This is Johnny Bananas, and you're watching Ace's Challenge Recap.
Hey, what's up? Ace here for your next recap of the Battle of the Bloodlines. I hope you guys enjoyed that awesome sauce intro from Mr. Johnny Bananas himself. Wasn't that super cool? I just love it. It's so awesome. It's like we were all sitting on top of the world together. If you guys aren't already following my homeboy Johnny Bananas on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, do so. The links will be down in the description below, and he does awesome little videos and pictures and stuff of that nature on all of his social things, so go follow him so you can give him all the likes. Also sporting my nice little Johnny Bananas swag cap. If you guys want to get one of these, the link will be down in the description below as well. Be a banana. Tweet him and tell him that you loved his intro for Ace's recap. And let's get into the episode, shall we? This one was called Blood Brothers. The episode starts off with Abe running around the pool with weights, jumping in the pool, swimming, and Kara talking about how she needs to keep him happy because when the truth comes out, he's gonna be pissed. Bananas and Vince are in their room talking about how they need to make the truth known about Tom and Cara Maria. And if they can, they're actually gonna pull off the most vicious move in challenge history. And I love how Vince is actually scared to be in a room alone with Abe. That makes two of us. Cut to Vince in the room with Abe alone, telling him what he knows about Tom and Cara Maria. And we just have to go through this conversation, you guys.
Can you be more specific? It wasn't friendly, it wasn't flirting. If it was my girlfriend, I would want to fucking know. Oh, so they were flirting with each other. No, beyond flirting. So they were fucking each other. I don't know if they were fucking. So they were fooling around in the same bed and kissing each other. I didn't see them in the same bed, but they were locked away pretty good for a certain amount of time. So
Abe seems like he thinks that Vince is telling him complete bullshit until Vince is like, I saw it with my own eyes.
That's my turf. And you should fuck off.
Now Abe walks straight over to Cara, Thomas, Steven, and Anissa, who are sitting outside chatting or whatever, and straight up said, Vince said that you hooked up with Tom, to Cara and Tom, and it's like, BAM! Everybody's just like... Cara is wearing a face full of fucking fear right now, and Thomas doesn't look terrified at all.
When Abe walks up, I'm like, don't look at me, buddy. I don't know anything. I know nothing. I don't even know my name right now. Don't look at me. Please.
Cara and Thomas awkwardly tried to make Abe think that nothing ever happened, and they seem to make Abe kind of believe them, but as he walks away, he just leaves him with a,
I would kill you. Abe is a scary dude. He can have that creepy kind of smile, like, hey man, I might kill you later.
Holy shit. Later that night, Cara sits down with Abe.
I just want to tell you that I love you.
Hold up. I just want to clarify. You want to tell me that you love me. Is there a sentence that comes after that? And that's P.S. I've been fucking other dudes?
She says no, flat out no, but she does tell him that she has given him back massages and made him egg sandwiches. I don't know what she says. Something like that. But she says no, flat out no to fucking other dudes. And to the back massages, Abe's like,
I'm not into it, obviously. But you know what? Rather than trying to kill him, you're gonna vote him into elimination tomorrow. That's what you're gonna do.
Me and Jamie promised them that we wouldn't.
Aw, that puts you in a tough spot, doesn't it? You guys go back a long ways, and you already feel bad about putting somebody in on a game where that's what you do?
yes!
Got some big promises to some people?
They're the only ones, because we screwed them over. I can't do that again.
I'm not telling you, Cara Maria. I'm gonna ask you. I'm asking you. Go ahead and put Tom in.
I feel like such a dick.
You should.
Oh, shit, guys. Amazing conversation, and I think it's just gonna get worse from there. So he and Cara Maria snuggle up after that and love each other, but you can definitely tell that he is not okay with any of this. On the bus on the way to the challenge, Abe stands up in front of everybody on the bus and starts going after Tom and Steven to show Cara that they don't have her back, and it's hilarious. Basically to make them look like assholes. But it turns into a whole different thing involving multiple people on the bus. Cara gets all defensive, runs up to the front, starts telling Abe how he feels about Johnny Bananas.
The first thing you said is, I'm gonna take out Johnny because he's the biggest piece of shit that's ever been on this show. That's what you said.
And Abe looks to the back of the bus where Johnny is and he's like,
I did say that, Johnny. Abe, it's okay. The feeling's mutual.
now Jamie gets into it. He's wondering, where is all this coming from? And Johnny Bananas then takes it upon himself to start screaming about what's happening between Cara and Thomas, talking about how Abe's the only idiot in this house because he came into the house not knowing what had been going on in the house before he got into the house. Can we say house again? House. Adding fuel to that fire, just like he wanted to. Now Abe is laughing all crazy out of control. I'm so happy I'm not on this bus. And Johnny's looking for his quickest way out of the bus. Time for a challenge. Oh yeah, that's what the show is actually about, right? No? Okay, here we are at the tallest buildings in Turkey. The challenge is called Hand Me Down. Basically go from one beam to another, high up in the motherfucking air with nothing beneath you. Monkeying across some ropes. Anissa goes first, because obviously that's who I would choose to start off this challenge. Not.
I'm not fucking doing it. You can say whatever you want, Teach.
I'm not saying anything bad, I'm just telling you the truth.
I know, you're telling me the fucking truth. I'm a big pussy right now. Fine.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Don't look at me like that. Stop shaking your head.
There's no quitting, come on.
There is quitting. Today.
Anissa!
No, I'm done.
TJ gets some quotes. TJ gets some quotes. Everybody love it when TJ gets some quotes. Thomas goes first to the red team, and all I'm thinking is, in his situation, he better not fuck this up. Especially with Abe rooting for him from the side.
Die! 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 Die!
He gets to the second to last rope and he fucking falls. Abe is super happy about it though. Kellyanne makes it across, then Abe makes it across. It's Steven's turn now, and Jenna has something to say about Steven's ability to complete this challenge.
I don't think Steven's gonna do too good, just because he has, like, noodly arms. Noodly arms mean, like, no muscle definition. Kind of like these. I have noodly arms. Just nothing there. It's just an arm.
Steven makes it across surprisingly well, so his noodly arms really worked for him here. Now for Johnny Bananas, who also does really well, but he's ready to get the fuck up off of this platform. And Abe was rooting for him the entire time. It kind of warmed my heart. I mean, I know they're on the same team, and so that's why. But still, I kind of like seeing it, guys. Now for Mitch, he's a little scared of heights, and by a little, I mean a lot scared. He's terrified and he can't go any further, and he just drops, and TJ laughs at him with that laugh that he gives Nani. He's like, like he's so enjoying himself seeing people fail. And then he starts going across, and he doesn't think he's scared at first, but as he reaches the middle of it, he realizes how scared he is, but he continues to go and finally makes it across. Vince goes halfway across. He slips and falls, and he tries to hold on to the end of the rope and climb his way back up, but doesn't. Corey goes, and I blinked and I missed it. I'm telling you guys, he is like a real life Frogger. You gotta get from point A to point B using your arms or your legs. Corey's gonna get it done. And he's gonna do it so fast, you're probably gonna miss it. Jamie is pumping himself up beforehand. He's like, you can do this. And then he does. And I think he's going to get to the end. And on the very last rope, no, and he's not happy with himself. Cara Maria has to make it across for the red team to take the win, and she does. So the red team wins again. Shocker. And TJ gives them all until tomorrow morning to figure out who they're gonna send into the pit.
I have Bananas and Vince trying to drag me under. I've got an angry, crazy boyfriend. My cousin might be up for elimination. And could anything else go wrong?
Poor Cara Maria. In the blue team, Deliberation, Mike decides to raise his hand again. Hi, me. I would like to go in. The new guy. So they finally let him. They're like, fine, you want to go in, Mike? Fucking go in, okay? Red team Deliberation, kind of awkward. Everybody's talking about who they're gonna vote in, and Cara's gonna put in Steven, like Abe wants her to do. Thomas is then gonna put in Jamie because Cara's voting in Steven. It makes Cara's life easier to do so, and let's face it, Tom is being a little bitch about everything.
It was great seeing you fall yesterday.
During voting, it looks like everybody pretty much voted for Steven. So Steven and Mike are going against each other. Bananas is pretty pumped about this alliance falling apart right before everybody's eyes. Moving on to the pit. When they get to the pit, everybody sees these two rooms that are identical and next to each other, and they all have like little pieces of furniture in them and pictures of TJ on the wall. It looks like an ultimate like challenge fan's bedroom. My bedroom does not look like that, just in case you were wondering. Anyway, they have to beat the shit out of all the furniture in the room and beat it down to tiny little pieces to put into the hole in the wall, and whoever gets all of their furniture out through the hole the fastest wins. Looks really promising that Steven is crying in his little interview portion before the challenge even starts. Meanwhile, Abe and his brother are being fucking insane trying to pump each other up. Abe's nose starts bleeding and Mike's like, your nose is bleeding, and he's like, ah, and he takes the blood from his nose, rubs it all over his fucking face, because that's what normal people do. Then he starts barking and howling like a dog to do what he does best, which is acts crazy and fucking terrifying to intimidate the opponents in the elimination. Look at Mike's face. Do you think he's ready? If anybody listens to this, they like a crazy person lives here. Wow. So they start, and Cara Maria starts screaming for Mike, and it's awkward. Mike has an amazing start to this elimination. He immediately just starts beating the shit out of everything, and I'm sure it helps to have Crazy Face on the sidelines over here screaming at him when he slows down.
You are sucking ass, Mike! You need to step it up! You are doing jack shit! You need to work harder!
God, it gave me a head rush to scream like that. Steven doesn't have much strength or fire in his blood for this type of game. He's swinging that sledgehammer like it's a golf club, and he's missing shit all over the place. Come on now. After not too much time, Mike only has the chair sofa thing left in the room to go. I mean, besides a little stool and like a picture of TJ. And when he gets the couch chair into the hole, Abe's really excited about it.
That's the fucking chair! He hasn't even started on the chair!
Steven's noodly arms are not holding up. He's out of breath. That's why you need muscles.
Mike picks up the picture of TJ as if like it's his last item and whatever, and Abe starts screaming at him for celebrating too early.
Get back to fucking work! Get back to fucking work! You fucking idiot! What are you doing celebrating? Are you out of your fucking mind?
No, but you're out of your fucking mind. I can tell you that. In the end, Steven was just not good at this. Mike wanted to go in, do a great job, prove himself in the game, and that's just what he did. Abe wanted Thomas to go home, and that's what happened. So Mike, congrats to you. Abe, if you keep screaming like that, you're gonna pop blood vessels out your butt. Guaranteed. Thomas and Steven, love your faces. What Thomas had to say on the way out, let's give him one last quote. One last quote, can we?
They work in construction. I hope they can deconstruct stuff. I hope that Abe can construct his relationship back together.
Ooh, burn. Back at the house, Cara is talking to Jamie in the bunk bed at night when she thinks nobody can hear her about how she was going to leave Abe whenever she got home from this challenge and how she really doesn't know how to be with him here. So let's move on to the after show. Somebody told me that I needed to comment on this week's after show, and after I watched it, I agreed. So I'm gonna do it, and I'm not saying that I'll never do it again, but this is a super special occasion. I can't even talk. Cara and Abe have to sit down and watch what Cara said at the end of the episode that came on before the after show, that she was going to leave him whenever she got home. And Abe is getting angry because she didn't tell him any of this shit. He had no idea. So that's uncomfortable. So then Cara goes out to the stage to meet Tom, and they get interviewed by Zuri about their relationship on the show and all these awkward ass questions while they cut back and forth to Abe sitting in a room watching them talk, and he's gonna eventually come out there. Frightening. They have security there, and apparently security have like dogs and guns and shit. Like Abe's just gonna blow the fucking place up. Although that's the first thing Cara asked Zuri when she was like, all right, we're gonna bring Abe out, and Cara's like, do you have security? Zuri's like, yes, it's that serious, yes. Now Bananas, Vince, and Abe all walk out at the same time. Zuri asks Abe how he feels, if he has anything to say after watching what he has been watching backstage, and he's all like,
keep her. She's all yours. I'm good. Well, look at that. That's what you fucking deserve.
And then when Zuri asks if he wants to see clips of exactly what happened between Thomas and Cara, and he's like, no, I don't need to see that. And me, along with probably everybody else that watches this show, are like, fucking god damn it, really? We wanted to see him react to that. So upset. Why? We've gone this far. He just didn't want to kill Tom on stage. I mean, who cares? Now Johnny and Vince start talking about how Cara didn't tell Abe anything, and basically how she's really sucky for that, and a terrible person, and she's all,
am I like the female Bananas now at this point?
Maybe so, Cara. Somewhere in this whole conversation, Abe gets up, he walks off the stage, and he's like, I'm not supposed to be here or something. I don't know, whatever. He just needs a moment to breathe. They show him backstage with a million other people in the hallway watching him to make sure he's not planting any pipe bombs or anything. But he decides to go back on when asked if he wants to go back on the show because, you know, shit's already hit the fan and it's not going to get any better from here. And I couldn't breathe because this after show was so fucking awkward. There's really nothing else that happened except more awkwardness on awkwardness on awkwardness. Abe wants to kill Tom. Abe doesn't want Cara Maria. Thomas doesn't want Cara Maria. Bananas and Vince are just there because they're the ones who spilled the beans. Cara's sad and alone. Then they have to show, they asked everybody if they think that Cara and Abe are good for each other and are gonna get back together or whatever. And Bananas is like,
you know, there's someone for everyone. And you know, they're both weird enough to where it works.
So that's that. The cat is out of the bag. The truth has been revealed, and we're all just waiting for this Wednesday when we can see CT. Really, that's all we're waiting for. So tell me down in the comments what you thought of this week's episode. How do you think Abe reacted? Where do they go from here? Are you excited to see CT? Do you not give a shit about any of this stuff? Tell me all that down in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, hit it with a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, check out last week's recap if you're behind. Thanks again to Bananas for that awesome intro. Tweet him and tell him you loved it. And I'll see you guys next week for the next recap of Battle of the Bloodlines. And until then, peace out.
Hey, what's up, Ace? This is Jamie from the challenge Battle of the Bloodlines. I'm here doing your recap, episode 4, and here's Cara Maria as well. We're here doing the intro for episode 4, challenge Battle of the Bloodlines. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This is me and Cara Maria here at Fitness Appeal in Lawrence, Mass. Just doing a workout. You know, getting it in.
Team Cousins.
One of the greatest gyms around. You know, burning it up, doing some obstacle course type stuff, and just having a good time. But
Yeah!
hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
You will, I won't.